Inside the cabin, David gets up to Senor Avocado to ask him something. Hey, so you built that small silver satellite that Bill Cipher destroyed, right? Could you help me build something? The stuffed avocado replies, Sure, what is it? David hands him a blueprint. Huh. Can do, says Senor Avocado. Meanwhile, hiding within the atmosphere of Venus, there were giant silver blimps floating high in Venus's sky. Inside, a guy who looks like lifts weights and gets all chunk and stuff was walking down the hall and enters a control room. Progress? He asks. All men were killed during the attempt, says a woman listening to comms. The intense-looking man stares out of a giant window to see the dark bluish-brown sky and bright yellow clouds. The Death Clan will continue, and always will, he says. Back on Earth, David got a long metal tube and stuck a small engine in the end of the tube. David looked at Senor Avocado. Will it fly? Senor Avocado looked back. Yes, I built a small model of the shuttle, and if that can go to space, so can this. Wait, you sent a mini version of this into actual space? When, Mr. Avocado? That's Senor Avocado! And yes, I did. A day ago. Interesting, so I'm just gonna switch on the engine. Go ahead. David turns on the mini jet turbine as time passes by. The jet starts to push the entire tube forward by 2 miles per hour. David turns off the engine. So, that thing under the cabin's ramp, what is that equipment for? Asks David. It's a special surprise tool that'll help us later. Huh. Inside the cabin, Gator 74 was having a word with Nightmare Foxy on a giant desk. So, what's this about? Nightmare Foxy asks. It's about using the meds on you to mess up your memories again. We can't let FNAF plushes or anyone at a lower rank than us know what the deeper levels of the engine base look like, said Gator 74. So why would you decide on that now when I already been training down there for the past week? I just follow what David tells us to do. Do you have access to everything, or are there, limits? There's limits. The only time there isn't access limits for anyone is for when there's an emergency. Which is why you weren't mind-wiped about stopping William Afton, the battle of the front yard, and the egg UFO thingy, etc., etc. So why do you want to mess up with my mind only because of training? I never said I was gonna do that. The Nightmare Foxy FNAF plush stared at the plush alligator, who had a muffled voice 24/7. Yeah, you kind of did, replied Nightmare Foxy in his iconic scratchy voice. Oh, said Gator 74, who just went silent after that. Nightmare Foxy leaves the cabin and walks along the ramp. Foxy sees David and Senor Avocado on the driveway testing out some sort of rocket. Nightmare Foxy heads up to them. Hey guys! Hey Nightmare Foxy, says the two rocket scientists at the exact same time. So I talked to Gator 74 and he said that my mind has to be wiped again only because I go down with you for training. David looks at Foxy and says, Okay, he is not in charge of that, I am. I'll talk with him later on. Nightmare Foxy, you have my permission to be inside this engine base. Really? Yeah, just don't mess with stuff. Okay, and is Mr. Oldblade's building still down there? Yeah. Check it out. Laters! Haha, okay, bye-bye. In Venus's atmosphere, the buff guy who seems to be in charge of this fleet rests in a room. It's been a long time since a human being was the leader of the Death Clan. It's my time to shine. As soon as our current leader dies, the man whispers to himself. In another room, inside the silver space blimp, was a small contained room. The door had a small trapezoid window with black and yellow caution lines beneath it. Through the window was the room filled with magenta-colored gas floating all over in the room. A bunch of clear plastic IV-shaped tubes filled with a variety of colors all meeting at one point. A few hundred of these tubes led into one thing. A pair of circular glass held by metal and plastic framing with a stretch band around it was sleeping and healing.